Alright, so it's the middle of November, I'm out here. We just had what may have been a hard freeze last night. Well, got that close. So I had ice on my trash can at my house, but I'm further inland. According to my uncle, there was ice on the ground here on the island. So the cotton may have taken some ice damage. That right, you see this dark stuff right here? This feels like that might have been frost damage there. Yeah, that's crispy. So that's it for new production from this plant. That certainly killed any flower buds that were left. Also, you'll notice I took down the deer fence because I was out here mowing for an event, so got everything nice and mowed. So I went and mowed around this, tore down the deer fence, don't need it anymore. It's getting in the way anyway, so I can get all up in here. Well, I have not picked this in a week because I'm actually out here preparing for a little lecture I'm going to do for our Young Nationalist Club. So I'm going to talk to all the kids about cotton. And so I wanted there to be some cotton on the plants to show them. But a lot of this stuff that's coming in, just like I predicted, they're pretty much clean bowls. So stink bugs were the problem, and it looks like the stink bugs topped out in August. So we're getting the good stuff now. You know, these are a little compacted because, you know, they've been exposed to the elements for a bit. That's on me. But, you know, stuff like this, some real nice looking bowls. So that's top. So anyway, yeah, that's just a little update. Yeah, this definitely looks like frost damage to me. Feels like it too. It's cold. Yeah, this you feel it. It's not quite cold, and then it gets cold. That you feel it, it's immediately cold. So the plant is not doing anything there. It's not heating up from photosynthesis. It's just, that's dead tissue there. So, had a light frost. Plants took some frost damage, but otherwise, no major issues. Cotton's coming on good. So I think I'll probably be picking this stuff through December. So a lot of the stuff that's on here is still going to mature, even if it is getting frost damage. I don't expect the bowls to take much. Leaves will die, but plants will put whatever they have left into fruits, and then hopefully they'll go dormant over winter and they won't just die. We'll see. Also, this right here, this is going to be where I'm going to expand the cotton. And I just talked to my uncle as well, and we may have it in the middle of his farm too, which would be great. He doesn't have any objections to doing that. It's just a matter of getting all the ground prep in place. Also, I got myself a real cotton hoe this year, and this sucker down here is razor sharp. One thing you'll note though is that although this is a huge blade on here, this is an 8 3/4 inch blade, this is the largest I could find. I went and looked at a piece in a museum. The original cotton hoes were like 10, 11 inches wide. So this is small by Sea Island cotton hoe standards. But, oh yeah, that's way easier. So next year will be a lot easier forming the beds, because I've got the right tool for the job. I mean, just look at this. It's 3:30. The flowers aren't even open. That's how you know it's too cold. So those may not even open today, which that's how I know the productivity is done this year. So it's not just the frost damage. It's just it's not cold enough for the metabolics of the cotton to tell it to open those flowers. And if those flowers aren't opening, they're not going to get pollinated, and at best they'll self. If not, they'll just fall off. So it's done for this year. It's just picking season now. Alright, so I'm out here next day picking cotton, and this here is interesting because this is a 2-meris bowl. So it only has 2 locules, 2 ovaries in this whole thing, which is kind of crazy. Typically they're 3, and I've had a couple of 4s, but I've never seen a 2. So that's interesting. So this is what I'm picking now. So that came out of 1 bowl, and this is what I should have been picking the whole time, but I've been having that bowl rot issue, like you can see a little bit there from the stink bugs. But a lot of the stuff that's opening now is a lot cleaner. stuff like that. It's on the same plant. So I'm gonna get the bulk of my harvest here in November and December, rather than, peak picking, which is late August through October. That's crazy. Here's something that I've been seeing a good bit as I've been picking the cotton over the last couple of months. And that's these little tufts of blue right at the base of the locule. This is like an undeveloped seed, and they're just bright blue-green. And I think the reason for that is when I applied that mixture of manganese sulfate and orthoboric acid in the foliar spray. Well, both boron and manganese are used to make blue dyes, so I think it stained the cotton because it got an excess of, I'm gonna guess that's manganese. So yeah, that's just a little interesting tidbit. There's another 2-lock bowl that I haven't opened up yet. So there's more than just one. May just be a late season thing. It's odd.